the intro or me?
I can do it. It is the third play day of the Eternal League, the biggest Korean solo league there is, and we'll start this day with Practice, the human player on Turtle Rock, against Music, an orc player, of course from Korea as well, in red, and we have close positions on Turtle Rock. Very interesting.
Yeah, this might result in a lot of aggression early on. Militia Scout is now coming. He could have sent a militia right at the start, and if he sees his opponent close position, he could send a lot over to cancel the altar or the burrow or something. Didn't decide to go for that, so he's not going to be able to put on too much pressure very early on. But with the Archmage, after hitting level 2, he definitely has the opportunity to harass the Orc, who has a very weak base in general, and even more so in the early game.
Yeah, the burrows, of course, very vulnerable, especially against water elementals and the Archmage fireballs. So we'll see the first militia being pulled, but I guess this is only for creeping purposes. And the Blade Master popping out now, immediately going for the harass. He's not waiting for his shop to be finished, so no heal self so far, no soul town portal. But yeah, the Archmage Fundamental of Intelligence, very nice item for him. +3 intelligence is +3 damage, of course. And yeah, no very early attacks. The first grunts come out, the more footmen come out, and I think this is just a very standard opening.
Yeah, and Practice is kind of trying to run away from the Blade Master, who's very potent at level 1 and 2, especially when he gets circlets, which he will probably buy soon at the shop. And he's just trying to get level 2. When you creep 2 of those little green camps on Turtle Rock, you get pretty much exactly level 2. And the Blade Master so far has no idea, but will now have the opportunity to kill the Ogre Magi on Turtle Rock on the opponent's side of the map. And probably most of you know there will be dropping a what's it called? A Watcher Ward, which cannot be destroyed, which will give him vision there for the entire duration of the game, which can be amazing intel. But the downside is it doesn't give too much experience, and now he's going to have to go back, heal up, waste even more time, whereas the humans, now level 2 with double mantle, this is actually becoming quite a big deal already, +6 damage, more mana, a bigger mana pool, and more mana regen. And yeah, it's nothing too big happening right now, but I think very early stages of the early game are in favor of the human.
Yeah, nice evasion creeping by Practice, no solution for that by Music. He did the focus spot, of course, the creeping of the Ogre Magi, and he got the boots. So the Blade Master is okay equipped so far, and now he's going for the hunt of the Archmage. The attacks are running here in progress, 1/3 for each player. The Arcane Volt is coming, and of course the final grunt will pop out soon. And yeah, the Archmage now with the dust to scout the Blade Master, of course, while in Windwalk. And it looks like he's going for the burrow harass or something.
Yeah, he probably has the timing down and knows that he can easily cancel the third burrow, which seems kind of counterintuitive because he's almost level 3. 1 or 2 more creep camps would get the job done of him reaching level 3, and of course level 2 water elementals very, very essential to have in this matchup. But he's kind of running around at the moment, not doing too much. Now he's going into the base. He could have done this like 15 seconds ago, but well, doesn't matter too much. He's gonna get the burrow anyways. But now, well, Blade Master not level 2 yet, just barely off the mark, but this one footman is gonna give him the level up. The burrow, however, will still die. This is the first footman that has fallen this game. Footmen are not too important, but you don't want to lose all of them, because when you do, your caster force on tier 2 is quite a bit weaker. Nice deny there on the water elemental. And I think he lost 3 footmen there for 1 burrow cancel. And what you have to also keep in mind, now that he did cancel a burrow, but now his force is pretty damn small, and he doesn't have level 3. So canceling tier 2 stuff of the orc is not gonna be as easy as he would like it to be.
Very strange production here by Music. He's going for an early War Mill and a Spirit Lodge. No Beastery so far, no second hero. Practice is back, cancelling the Spirit Lodge. It's of course very expensive in lumber, but not at this stage of production. So yeah, the timing is okay for Practice, but of course he needs level 2 water elementals by now to cancel all of that. And I think the key was that he had to wait for his footmen for such a long time.
I'm surprised Music didn't just stay in his base. If he had just stayed there, he could have defended the Spirit Lodge without any problems because it was only Archmage and one Water Elemental level 1. There were no Footmen there attacking, there was no Beastmaster, no Quill Beasts. So yeah, kind of his mistake not camping inside his base that delays his Spirit Lodge by, I would say, 20, 30 seconds, 40 at the most. But he's not facing a timing here with a Beastmaster, so I don't think it's the biggest of deals.
Yeah, me neither. We saw double Arcane Sanctum here. The first sorceress, the slow bitches, will be on the battlefield in no time. The Shadowhunter, of course, the obvious second hero. But still, there's no bestiary. What's he going to do with that? Is he going Headhunters or Catapults? Catapults cast as grunts?
No, I think he's just delaying it. I think it's coming now. One peon is moving out.
Okay. But that would
He was kind of low on lumber. As we can see, he only now has 80 lumber after creating the bestiary, most likely, yeah. That's why he also got the war mill, because he was low on lumber. But the human, I wanted to say, isn't going to go for a timing, but he is without a Beastmaster and without level 3 Archmage. This is very, very unusual to see. What level is a Blade Master? Level 2.5. First Hex onto the Sorceresses. He really wants to take those casters out of the fight, out of the game, because they're very, very pesky to deal with. Now also a Hex on the Mountain King to protect the Shadowhunter from being bolted. Buys a potion at the shop. He knows that probably Hero Focus is going to be the name of the game. Because of course with this tiny force he can't really focus down grunts. It would take too long. Now he tried to go for the Bestiary. Didn't get it either. He didn't kill a single thing just yet. Nice deny, however, again on the second Sorceress that died right there. And yeah, pretty well defended by Music. But then again, you need that level 3 Archmage. I'm not sure about this decision. Now, onto the Archmage we go. Maybe Scroll of Speed. He has it. Doesn't use it, though. Oh, wait. It's a Footman. Never mind.
Well, things like this happen at the Day of Beer today. Yeah, level 2.5 Archmage only. He could do the orange spot, I guess, here in the lower left, or immediately going for the shop afterwards, but of course there's vision for the orc, so it's a little tricky. The orc himself goes to the back of the turtle. Very important items to find here: bigger potion of healing, bigger potion of mana, bigger potion of invulnerability. So to creep the back of the turtle is key to victory here. Scroll of the Beast, so he's unlucky. And
it's pretty decent though before there are what are they called? Spell breakers out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because priests normally never get the spell upgrade in this matchup, the adept training. But of course, when there are breakers out, you really don't want to pass that drawer over. So I guess he's gonna sell it. But now he wants to keep on creeping, reaches level 3 on the Blade Master, and possibly then start harassing with the Blade solo and solo creep his Shadowhunter in the meantime. But that, of course, gives the human some time to breathe, some time to recover, and now he's going to take the turtle himself. We said it a million times over, but it still holds true. These consumable combat items that are dropped by the 4 turtles in the middle are so big, they can be so potent, and this is one of the very powerful ones. The Greater Mana Potion. Once the MK hits level 3, it's going to add so much damage output and control on top of that for the human army.
Yeah, especially against the Blade Master, you don't want him to roam around and walk through your army, hitting the casters, and so more Stone Bolts are, of course, very, very good in the next fight. The first Spellbreakers are here, Priests are there, Sorceresses are there, so nice timing here for practice. I don't think there's... Okay, there is Ensnare because he has 2 Raiders, first Stone Bolt being thrown at the Spirit Walker. That would mean, of course, no Spirit Link anymore, but he saved it just in time. Oh, he used the Scroll of the Beast!
And it's only 1 breaker, so I think it's still a good decision to use it right now. I think it's not enough priests in this army. It's 5 sorceresses, but why does he need so many? By the way, we see a club being used there. I think the reasoning is he has the greater potion of mana. Normally you wouldn't want to do this, but with the greater potion of mana, he sees the opportunity right now to use Bolt and Clap in this fight to take it in his favor. Scroll of Speed being used. What's he going to try to focus on? Nothing too much. Scroll of Healing being used. Everything back to pretty much full hit points. Blade Master can, at the moment, pretty much do what he wants. Trying to take down Water Elementals here. Now 1 Raider being killed. Gets healed again, but isn't enough in the long run. This is, of course, important for the Ensnares, which allows the Orc to hero focus pretty potently. But the human, is he gonna prevail here? It's a fight on the edge of a knife.
Yeah, I think, okay, he TPs now, so everything's out of the window. Level 3 for the SH, level 3 for the Blade Master. On the human side, it is level 3 for the Archmage, and level 2 for the Mountain King. And he used all his mana, and even the bigger potion of mana, before he hits level 3. So a huge waste of damage and control, as you mentioned before. He maybe should have saved that for a level 3 Mountain King, but yeah.
I think again, Practice didn't hit a good timing. He could have crept level 3 easily. That would have taken him like, I don't know, 30 seconds longer. Or a minute at the most. And he could have also gotten 2 or 3 more breakers. And that makes such a big difference. Because he only had 1 breaker starting off the fight. And that's just not enough meat before your casters. You need something to block for them. Otherwise, they're just going to get chewed through. So Practice, I'm not so sure currently.
Oh my god! Class plus 12 on the blade.
Yeah, that's of course going to increase his damage output significantly. If he isn't controlled. If the human does it well, he can kite him a lot with slow and with bolt and stuff. But if he is allowed to act as he wants, yes, it's going to be incredible.
Potion of Greater Healing for the MK here at the next turtle spot. Also a very nice item. Not as good as the mana potion, I guess, but against the Blade Master, more healing is always good. Okay, now the Blade Master sees it. Maybe the stealing magpie is coming back and steals the creep and the item. We have to observe that. Oh, the Windwalk is running low. Is running out. Oh, he missed it. But he got the item. Yeah, he got the Wand of Mana stealing.
He used the invul for it so that he got a slot. Interesting choice. He could have also used the Dust of Appearance. I guess it was kind of panic maneuvering. Like he was, I need the slot for the item. Let's use this. And then it was gone. It's not too big of a deal, though. He can get it back for 150 gold. Yeah, and he gets the invul. Of course, invul, absolute necessity in this matchup for the Blade Master. Because of all the slow and the bolt, you need those 7 seconds of unhindered maneuverability to use your Blade Master to the fullest potential.
Practice still with a lot of sources, more and more priests coming in. He has a 10 food advantage right now. Belt of Giant Strength for the Mountain King is of course more HP and more damage to this little fella, but the Orc seems well prepared. 2 scrolls of healing, mana potion on the SH, level 3 on the SH, plus some... What was I about to say? I don't know. The Invo pot is on the SH as well, and he approaches the human right now. He scouts him creeping, but yeah, the creep is over, so I guess he'll back down for a second. But he really wanted that fight. He pulled peons. He was ready item-wise. So everything good. We see Invisible on the Mountain King.
I'm surprised that Music definitely wants to fight here. I wonder why he doesn't go upkeep and then starts fighting. But anyways, here we go. Immediately onto the Archmage. Invisible cast, but dispelled. Hex onto the Archmage. He needs to turn him invisible again. Clap to slow down the damage. Not enough. Archmage goes down here. No way out for the human now. No town portal to save him. But his army is looking pretty damn big. He is in upkeep himself. Maybe he can fight this without an Archmage, but it's really difficult now. Mountain King, next hero focus, being the target of choice. Shadowhunter is being bolted, but there's not so much damage to really kill him now. Mountain King, is the Hex gonna last long enough to kill him? No, it's not. Invisible and Greater Healing Potion at the same time. Now Shadowhunter using his invul himself, level 4 for the Mountain King. Doesn't have so many bolts because of all the claps he's used, and he's pretty much out of mana now.
Yeah, Shadowhunter is out of mana too. So no more heal waves, but the Blade Master with level 4 finally reaches the casters and he can wreak havoc here, but he's turning his blade towards the breakers at the moment. Yeah, but that's his only damage output at the moment, right? The grunts are doing kind of like nothing. He's losing 1 here.
Yeah, but without bolt and without water elementals, the human doesn't have any damage either.
Yeah, of course.
Also, that's... I don't know why he insisted on focusing the Mountain King. He should have seen that he was out of mana, and when he's out of mana, he's basically not a threat. I think he could have just taken out everything else.
Yeah, still a good fight for Music. He was 10 food behind, and he killed the Archmage right away. And now he's only 4 food behind, so it's always a good sign, of course.
Gets 2 units for free here. That's a very big deal. That's 6 supply down the drain. And he already is in a supply deficit. Music, that is. But he's gonna devour, or, well, digest, I should rather say, one of the breakers inside the Kodo, which will make things a little more even.
Lightmaster going shopping here. Maybe another invo potion or something. Nope. He's waiting for something. I don't know
What's another scroll, probably.
Maybe he'll scroll. He use both of them. Only one. There's one left on the SH. No items for the human except one heal potion. Small heal potion, that is.
And he got a dust now. That's something we rarely see orcs doing, but it's a good idea. Because, of course, the human can cast his heroes and casters invisible. Normally, orcs will try to disenchant that with the Spirit Walkers, but that's, of course, pretty expensive on mana. And dust is very cheap, only 75 gold for 2 charges. I like that tiny bit of investment there. Not many orcs think about this, honestly.
Yeah, of course, it's very cheap, so no harm in doing that. Both players going creeping again. Circlet for the Mountain King. The Blade Master still struggling with the Gargantuan Sea Turtle. Maybe a pendant of energy popping out here for the SH. This would be good, but no, it's another Parrot of Vitality. I think he'll sell it again. So there's two red spots left, and it looks like they're both on the creep route of practice at the moment.
Exactly. The human has a pretty decent advantage he has is that all the big camps are on his side of the map. But of course the orc can walk over there and contest them, but he is still at a supply disadvantage. A very slight one now only, though. And of course 2 scrolls of healing versus 1 scroll of healing does make quite a big difference.
And there's a Legion Doomhorn for the human army.
Yeah. A tiny bit of HP regen. The movement speed is the better thing.
Of course.
I think it's decent, but
I think especially when the whole orc army is slowed, then this could make a little difference at least.
Oh, you're right, actually. That makes kiting a bit easier. But now comes a creep jack. Bad position for the human at the moment. There we see Invisible on the Archmage again. Dust use immediately. Shadowhunter terribly out of position. Taking way too much damage. Having way too much mana drain because of the breakers. What's he doing? SH still standing there, but he will survive. Heal scroll and scroll of healing wave, used to secure his survival. And the human has to TP out here. I think no player lost anything apart from items.
Well, there is a corpse, so something died, but it could have been a creep too. Scorched Bone Chimes.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Great item, of course.
That's a crazy good item. I think like 50% of the item's value is for the Blade Master alone.
Yeah.
Because he will have so much sustain thanks to this lifesteal.
And it's a very nice synergy with Spirit Link, of course.
Exactly. If they have it for too long anyways, because there are many breakers who can steal the Spirit Link now. But I think, I'm not sure how it works, but I think once all the human units have Spirit Link, they can no longer steal it. But I'm not 100% certain it works that way. And now we're heading into a fight again. Human army looks pretty damn strong if you ask me. But Orc army not too weak looking itself. And here we go. Heroes of the human positioning themselves weirdly. Now Mountain King revealing himself out of the invisibility. Healing wave just milliseconds before the Stormbolt, but the surround comes in anyways. He has an invul, but he still needs to fight his way out of there. It's not that easy. Breakers are actually pretty damn tanky. Invuls is running out, and he's still surrounded. Where's the next bolt coming? There it is. But now the surround is open. Maybe Scroll of Speed to get out. No, he doesn't have it anymore. Shadowhunter just barely gets out by the skin of his teeth. Gets slowed, though. Next bolt is surely coming in a second. Here we go. And the Shadowhunter, the second hero, almost level 5, dies. Gives double hero level up, double level 5 for the human. And that is pretty difficult. Maybe with a counter kill on the Archmage. He can come back in this fight, but all the raiders are so far away they can't throw end snares anymore. And without the healing, this is gonna be one tough uphill battle.
Yeah, no Vamp Aura anymore to support the Orc army now. Stormbolt on the Blade Master. There's no mana for Windwalk anymore. No Invopod. First hero goes down as well. Both Orc heroes down. This is looking very promising for practice. He'll just kill one unit after another. Breaker down. Grunt will fall as well. Another breaker down, walker down, excuse me. So everything's falling apart right here, and the winner of this match is Practice.
Yeah, there's nothing more the Orc can do now. Really nice move by Practice. Basically, that one invisibility into a surround won him the game.
Yeah.
And well, that's seems kind of like a cheesy tactic, but I mean, if it gets you the win, who am I to argue?
That's right. I think the early game looked very good for Music. He played a good first fight, but yeah, the final fight is always the most important one, and that of course went to Practice.